This is the cooler we bought for our very first cross-country road trip with our 2 cats. A lot of people in the comments have been asking me about it after seeing it in some of my other videos about road trips with cats. So I thought I'd share our experience with it, both positive and negative. For reference, this is a 40-quart Coleman cooler. We paid $89.99 back in early 2017. Right now, I'm seeing it on Amazon for $119.99. According to the description, it can hold up to 44 cans. We've had this cooler for almost 4.5 years and it's still going strong. My husband and I like to eat healthy, so by filling up the cooler with our favorites from the grocery store, we feel better and we save money on road trips. We feed our cats both wet food and dry food, and they tend to nibble, so we travel with glass jars with lids or reuse empty food containers for any opened wet food that we can pull out later for them. What I like about this cooler is that it has a standard car plug, and what's even better is that you can also purchase a residential plug adapter for it, which we did. The adapter is super handy because let's say you're stopping at a hotel, you can bring the cooler right into your room, plug it in, and you don't have to bother with unpacking the cooler, filling the mini fridge, and then repacking your cooler when you're ready to go. I'm also noticing more and more that newer vehicles have residential plugs in them, so having both options could be handy depending on where in your vehicle you want to keep your cooler. Another thing about this type of cooler that I love is that you don't have to worry about melting ice leaking everywhere, things getting wet and soggy, or stopping frequently to buy more ice. Now that being said, in 2018 we did a cross-country drive from Arizona to New Hampshire to visit family, and our vehicle died at a rest area in upstate New York. Thankfully, a really nice man angel came along and gave us a jump start, but we believe the reason that happened was because we forgot to unplug the cooler when we shut the car off a few times during that trip and during that stop. We've made it a point since day one to unplug that cooler for any stops at gas stations or anywhere else to prevent car battery drainage, but sometimes we forget. So rule number 1, unplug that cooler. Leave a sticky note reminder on your dash if you need to. For the record, that only happened one time, so I don't know if it was a fluke or not, because there have been other trips we've taken both before and after that one where we have forgotten to unplug the cooler at a stop and our car battery did not die. If you're planning on car camping, it may be worth looking into an additional power source such as a portable solar generator. I should also mention our cats love this cooler too. I'm sure they would love any cooler because it makes a great booster seat so they can look out the back window. Overall, this cooler has been great and I highly recommend it. I'm not sure how much use we'll get out of it moving forward though, but it may come in handy as a backup if something happens to the fridge in our toy hauler. If you'd like to follow our journey as we transition from part-time SUV travel to full-time RV travel with our 2 cats, be sure to subscribe. And if you found this video helpful, leave me a comment or smash that like button.